As a black man, Washington felt called to be part of the solution. Coming from the health and wellness industry, he knew the sector was an incredibly crowded market in terms of nutritional protein shakes, vitamins, and supplements, but there weren't many companies specifically doing what he proposed for Munich. "We're definitely not just a shake company," he said. "We're targeted for those who are living with underlying conditions, and really we want to bend the curve of their health outcomes based on science and clinical studies." Munich's nutritional shakes are formulated with ingredients including prebiotic-resistant starch that can improve blood sugar control, weight management, and digestive health. Yet despite being an experienced executive in the space, Washington admits he wasn't a shoo-in for investment. He estimated that he spoke to about 40 VC firms. "I definitely did not feel as though the process was any easier for me, despite the fact that we are serving multicultural communities and being a black founder, and with all of the public statements of aspirations of doing more to support black founders," he said. It might have helped start a conversation, but Washington said only 2 firms came through with appropriate investments. "So don't expect any favors because of the popularity or resurgence of the Black Lives Matter movement," he said. "You have to absolutely do your work and believe in yourself, because it's quite a thing to go through mentally, to talk to so many people and hear so many direct or indirect no's." Washington advised aspiring entrepreneurs to get ready for rejection and take notes because it can make the pitch and the product better. "The world needs more of what we're doing," he said, "and frankly it needs more of what others are doing as well to innovate and help those who need it the most." 7 years ago, Monique and Melvin Rodriguez started Meal Organics out of their garage in Indiana. In the early stages, the couple bootstrapped their business with wages from their respective day jobs. But they soon grew and landed a partnership with chain retailer Sally Beauty. To expand and fulfill orders from its stores, Monique Rodriguez says they landed a seed investment from a friend of her husband's that was about $250,000. "It was basically like a loan that they gave us to fund us to go into retail," she said. But like the ingredients in all the hair care products she develops, Rodriguez relies on such organic relationships that have helped the brand evolve and achieve exponential growth since launching in May 2014. One such relationship forged at a trade show for natural hair care called Textures on the Runway proved to be the key that unlocked this latest series, a round that is poised to push Meal Organics to the next level. Rodriguez remembers chatting with Richelieu Dennis, the founder of Sundial Brands, parent of the breakout She Moisture product line, 5 years ago. "I met him when he was considered a competitor to my brand," Rodriguez recalled, "and despite that, we still developed a friendly relationship." Dennis would go on to sell his company to Unilever for an estimated $1.6 billion, and Rodriguez said they continued to be in touch. When Dennis opened the New Voices Fund, aimed at investing in women of color who are growing businesses that support and impact black communities, Rodriguez says they didn't reach out right away for him to invest. "It took about a year for us to really get to know each other a little bit more." Ultimately, Dennis did invest, and he also helped open the door to Berkshire Partners, the firm that put up more than $100 million to support Meal Organics' next stage of growth. Rodriguez confessed that she always felt certain of her brand's place in what's becoming an increasingly crowded market. "Being the consumer as well as the founder, I saw a void in the industry," she explained. "There was a lack of relatability, a lack of education, and a lack of a CEO that looked like me and understood my hair challenges. And that's what allowed us to stand out and deepen our connection and engagement with our consumers." That's also part of what compelled Berkshire to invest, according to Rodriguez. "They invest in people first and then the brands," she said. Additionally, Rodriguez said that what the investors loved about her and her husband is that they were very honest about not knowing everything about the business and that they needed help to scale. "We wanted their help in order to do so." Although she's a firm believer in developing relationships face-to-face and letting them unfold naturally, this past pandemic-shaped year has thrown a wrench in that plan. But Rodriguez still banks on continuing to meet people and make connections. "I'm Balancing being a mom and being a wife, she said, I'm very blessed to have a very supportive husband.